Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been such a long time since I've actually sat down and recorded a video because my last video was a vlog, Eritrean vlog. If you guys already haven't watched that, I'll leave the link in the bio below. Yeah, just go check it out and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Put my hands together praying and I feel strong. I just asked them for forgiveness and protection. I wrote Supreme Virtue.
So my last video, which was the Eritrean vlog, I saw that it got like a lot of attention, so I think I'm gonna do something similar based about like my country, where I'm from, all that type of stuff. So if you guys don't know, I'm Eritrean, fully Eritrean. Mom and my dad are both Eritrean. If for those who do not know, Eritrea is in East Africa. But yeah, I was not born there. I was born here, but my mom and my dad, they were both born over there. So yeah, any other facts that I should let you guys know about Eritrea? I have been there. I've been there a lot. I think the only place I've ever been other than Eritrea is Spain and France. So yeah, I've definitely been there a lot. We go there a lot. I do speak the language. I can understand it, I just don't know how to read and write, but that's something I'm going to be practicing. Yeah, because obviously it's quite important to know how to write and read your own language other than besides speaking and understanding it. But one thing is with the Tigrinya alphabet is really difficult. So today I'm just going to be touching on a couple topics that, just before I start this video, I just want to say that I have no problem with any Habeshas, which are Eritreans and Ethiopians. I love being Eritrean, I'll always be Eritrean. I say it with pride. There's just certain things that I feel like as a community we really do need to kind of fix and change and come together about these type of issues, because we are such a minority. Obviously black is a minority in itself, but in regards to actual countries, I think Eritreans and Ethiopians, especially Eritreans, we're such a small community where you don't hear a lot about us. If anything, you hear about Ethiopians but not as much Eritreans. I feel like some of the stuff that I'm going to say are going to offend certain people, but it's what I believe and it's my channel. If you guys don't like what you're watching, you can go click somewhere else. Any negative comments are gonna get blocked, period.
Period! 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 Period!
Okay, because we're only about positive vibes around here. Yedik? Cool. Once I've got that little announcement out the way, I'm just gonna get down into exactly what I want to speak about. Being an Eritrean in a place where you're surrounded with people from other cultures is actually quite hard. I feel like sometimes you do forget where you're from, because especially in my classes, I've always found it so hard to be friends with Eritreans. I feel like in my year in secondary school, I think there was only 4 other Eritreans. One of them is my best friend, and the other 3 girls I'm just friends with. I've never really clicked. I feel like some people do click with Eritreans and Ethiopians, like if you're Eritrean and Ethiopian. But for me, I've kind of always made friends with people from other countries and other races. So I've never really been that type of person that has grown up around Habesha people. So I feel like that's why my mindset is quite different to other people, because I've kind of grown up in an area where I don't see that many Eritreans. My secondary school does not have that much Eritreans. My college had hardly any. Like, I went to at least having 1 Eritrean friend in secondary school to having none in college, which is kind of weird for some people as they've grown up around Habeshas. I think when it came to events, yeah, I'd go to events, I'd have people there, but I feel like as I got older, I kind of drifted apart from them. Like all my cousins and just stuff like that, we'd never really see them, but because I'm old, I can only take accountability for that, due to the fact that I don't really see my cousins anymore. So the first thing that I do really want to talk about is this whole idea about East Africans, well more specifically I can only speak for my country, Eritreans not being black. I see myself as black 100%. Nobody can tell me any different. Like, a lot of people have come up to me, not really come up to me like you're not black. It's been brought up in a conversation, be about my hair texture. When I say, oh, it's hard to manage my hair, they're like, oh, but you don't have black people hair, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm black. Or just be talking about different things and then they bring up black people and I just like agree, and they're like, oh, but you're not really black though, are you? I feel like it offends me a lot when people try to tell me what there are valid reasons to why people wouldn't see many East Africans as being black, but I feel like it's mostly up to ourselves. I think as much as we don't want to see it, we don't see ourselves as black. Like, there's a lot of Eritreans that don't see themselves as black. I mean, even sometimes when I talk to my friends I'll be like, oh, when my Eritrean friends, I'll be like, yeah, black people this, but am I not black? Do you get what I mean? Like, it's actually not intentional, because I'm always the type of person in any conversation to be like, I'm black, nobody can tell me any different, period. Like, nobody can tell you what race. The thing is, my friend was even telling me this, certain Africans and certain type of people, they see mixed race people as more black than us, and I feel like it's not even about skin colour anymore, because they are dark Eritreans. I feel like it's about where you're from. I feel like it's a lot of West Africans that do tell me that I'm not black, or Africans from Central, or like more kind of Central East, those type of places. I mean, obviously Eritreans be like, oh, us Eritreans are not black. It's kind of stupid if you try to call yourself black. I feel sorry for you. Like, I'm not angry for you trying to say, like, decide what race I am or what colour I am. I feel more sorry for you because you can't accept the fact that you are black. I think that one does annoy me a lot, when people, regardless if you're Eritrean, someone from Africa, Caribbean, or even from another country altogether, or different race altogether, you can't tell me what colour I am. Yeah, you are most valid to have your own opinions, to be like, I don't think you're black because of this, but don't be like, but you're not black though. It's just so disrespectful, because, you know, like, I just don't know, what does a black person have? Do you know the reason why I'm not sending any hate to West Africans at all? Like, no hate. But it's a thing where, what do you guys want us to be like? Do you want us to look a type of way for us to be seen as black? I just feel like it's all purely based on where you, people have never ever seen East African as Africa. Like, even in secondary school, they never see East Africa as being part of Africa. It's just West Africans, certain Central Africans. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I am African, I have African blood, I'm black. Like, it just annoys me a lot. And I feel like this is the reason why Eritreans kind of think like this, because if other people are not going to see us as black, what's the point of seeing ourselves as black? Do you get what I mean? What's the actual definition of being black? Because there are actually proper dark Eritreans that have really darker skin than me, and they still wouldn't be seen as black because of where they're from. I just want to see Eritreans in a good light. Like, I'm all for it. Like, I'm honestly all for it. Like, the reason why I'm making this video is because certain stuff have been said by Eritreans and some East Africans on Twitter, and obviously some people may take that into offence or whatever, and I just want to say, not all Eritreans are like that. I feel like we have a lot of pride, and I'm saying this, I know I have a lot of pride as well, so for us to admit we're in the wrong, that's never going to happen. I'm telling you straight facts, that is never going to happen. Like, we are not going to admit we're wrong. Like, even when it comes to something like mental health, we will not talk about it to anybody, because like, talking about your problems to other people is like, no, because you're showing that you're weak. And I just feel like I want my kids to grow up to be proud to be Habesha, and I feel like sometimes we get put in a negative light, and I feel like that's Julie, because is that even a word, Julie? Because I'm just gonna say it because that sounds smart, Julie, because of the way us Eritreans put ourselves out there. Like, some of the comments I was reading, it's sad seeing Horn Africans degrading themselves. So Horn Africans are like East Africans, I think, something like that. Inshallah, stick to your culture, whether you're Habesha, Oromo, Somalia, Afar, Beja. No need to act like black. But are we not black? Like, no need to act like black. That does not make sense, first of all. So whoever you are, you need to fix your grammar. You won't see a Chinese acting this foolish. Get your bag and stick to your culture. To be honest, I will stick to my culture. This person, their exact words were, stop acting black, just stick to your culture. What are you gonna say now? Like, what are you actually gonna say? Someone saying they are black as an Eritrean does not make them less of an Eritrean. I think I look real cute in this. I'll come to church. Obviously, you don't go to church, look cute. God forgive me. Come in this with my nice long dress. Obviously, I don't wear long dresses now because I don't like wearing dresses. I just hope as the time goes on, people's mindset do change, because I can't force anybody to change. I honestly can't. Like, it's not up to me. Even if this video was to get so many like views, someone can watch this and think, I don't care what this girl's saying, and just click out. Do you get what I mean? It's up to you individually. I'm talking to you, the people that are making tweets about West Africans or certain people. Like, I'm no way trying to defend West Africans over East Africans, but it's a point where it just needs to stop. This whole battle between West Africans and East Africans, it honestly needs to stop. Like, we're all God's children, so we need to stop being divided. And I know it's easier said than done, but there's just so much stuff that's going on, and there's better things than to be arguing. We really do need to come together. Like, this hate over West Africans hate East Africans. If I was to now come and say I'm getting married to someone from West African, Eritreans will lose their shit. You're not Eritrean. Like, some people will literally disown you. How the Eris will look like in 30 years if we allowed the Eritrean to sponsor Sharmutas. Sharmuta basically means prostitute. To go back to Eritrea with their half barrier mixed kids to intermix with the Eris. It's never going to happen. Eritrean belongs to Eris, and we must keep the Sharmutas away from Eritrea at all costs. Like, I'm gonna try to cover the person's name, like trying to get no backlash. If I was to have kids, cool. My mom's always said to me, don't marry certain people. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you love who you want to love. Like, you don't choose what race you fall in love with. If I found an Eritrean who has the same type of mindset and vibe as me, 100% I'm down and I'm there. Like, it's better, it's easier for our kids because I can just grow up with one culture, one type of religion. Because obviously with every type of country, they have different types of Christianity, which can be harder because they believe in different type of things. So as Eritreans, we're Orthodox Christians, and then you've got obviously the other ones. I think there's also Pentecostal ones, but the main one is Orthodox Christianity, which is what I am. And obviously we have to cover our hair, wear long dresses, cover ourselves completely, all of that. We just believe purely in the Old Testament. Obviously some of the New Testament still applies, but we believe in mainly the Old Testament. But that's beside the point of what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, you people, you Eritreans, need to stop making a big deal out of us dating outside our race, and like calling us as like prostitutes just because we want to do it. I don't know, like, I just pray to God that in a couple of years I watch back on this video and I'm like, damn, wow, that was a rough time for Eritreans, like being so kind of hateful and spiteful against certain people just because of who they go out with. Wow, and how times have changed.
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
When I talk to my friends, I 100% know I represent Eritrea in a good light. Like, you would never ever see me cussing somebody else. The thing is, I have very strong opinions about certain things, especially when it comes to my type of Christianity, because a lot of people disagree with me. With Eritreans, they will blatantly say to someone's face, your religion is wrong, what you believe in is wrong. I would never ever say that. Do you know why? Because I've been taught, keep your opinions to yourself. Like, if it's not going to benefit the conversation, honestly, keep it to yourself, because that's how arguments start. The thing is, you saying that is going to make other people think certain things about Eritrea. You guys will say one thing, right? These little tweets you guys are making. Okay, so there was this video of this woman getting hit, and then some guy said there's a reason why 80% of American, Caribbean, West African women are single moms. The Habesha Sharmuta and the Disposa think it's funny to date these monkey men until they end up like this woman. The thing is, you making that one comment, you are representing Eritrea as a whole. You guys don't understand that. You honestly don't understand, because Eritrea is such a small place. Like, it's so tiny, especially in London. Obviously I'm not saying this person is from London or the UK. However, if I've seen it, you don't know who the heck else has seen it. And this is all due to the Monday thing. So you think, yeah, that comment means nothing. You're representing us all. And for one, I'm not going to be represented by some idiots that think it's okay to say stuff like that. Like, it's practically being racist, you know, because you'll say just because of where someone's from, that means they're abusive. Does not mean that. Okay, that's why we must make sure that the Habesha kids of these black beasts of Habesha, Sharmut and the Disposa never set foot in Eritrea. Sorry, when I have a kid from someone that's not from Eritrea, I'm gonna come to what you gonna do about it. What are you gonna tell me to go back home? Are you gonna pay for my flight home, for my husband and my kids' flight home? You're not going to do that. Who are you to be telling me? Well, obviously not me now, but if I was to get married to someone from, I don't know, someone from West Africa or from the Caribbean or wherever it is, so you're gonna tell me I can't get married to them? Bitch, please get the fuck away from here. Get away, like get away, like get away, please. Like none of that negativity around here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who are you to tell me who I can get married to? As an Eritrean, I can get married to whoever I want to. I can marry whoever I want to, okay? And you are not going to make me feel any less about that, okay? I'm not. The reason why I feel so hurt about it is because I am so open to getting married to anybody. So it could be a possibility that the people that they're talking about are going to be my kids. My kids are going to go to Eritrea. The thing is, you guys don't understand, like, if I was to have a boyfriend who's not Eritrean, he's coming to independence parties, he's coming to everything. I want to teach him about him, about my culture. He's going to teach me about his. Our kids are going to know about both the cultures. My kid is going to be fluent in Tigrinya. My first language that I learned was actually Tigrinya, okay? I learned Tigrinya really fluently, but obviously as I grew older, I kind of forgot it due to the fact that I would speak English with my friends in primary school, in secondary. Obviously, I do now speak it. I wouldn't say fluently, but I'd say I'm 80% fluent in Tigrinya. That's something I'd like to work on in the near future. However, what I'm trying to say is, if I get married to someone who's not from Eritrea or Habesha, they are going to be as well taught about my country as I am, and they're going to love their country. What you guys are saying, I don't think you guys understand, but it honestly has the same effect on Eritreans. Like, you guys trying to say that because a person is going out with another someone, you're calling them a sharmuta, you're calling them a prostitute. They have not done anything prostitute worthy just by going out with someone who's not from the same country as them. It just, you guys wake up. Like, you guys need to wake up. This is 2020. You guys honestly need to wake up and understand the type of stuff you're tweeting about, because it just doesn't apply anymore. Like, I honestly thought that by now Eritreans would at least, you know, mind their own business, not be getting onto people for saying they'd rather date someone who's not Habesha, who's from a different country. What's the problem with that? Me personally, I'd never say that, because I love a person for who they are, not from where they're from. Who are you to be dissing on someone just because they don't want to get married to? You're so too sensitive. Habesha men are too sensitive, and you guys need to chill out. Chill out. Chill out.
Relax.
No one is black except those black creatures in North America, Caribbean. They are forced to call themselves black because they don't have an identity of their own like we do in the Horn of Africa region. And the question that was asked was a poll saying, are Somalians black? The thing is, this is a woman or is it a guy? Let me just confirm. Okay, it's a guy. Excuse me, sir. You need to back the fuck. Okay, please. Like, they don't have an identity like us, Horn of African region in the so Horn of Africa, I think is wait, let me exactly search what countries the Horn of Africa consists of. The Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia and Somalia. So what they're basically trying to say is these places, so North America, the Caribbeans, they're forced to call themselves black because they don't have an identity. That's the thing. The reason Habesha people don't want to call themselves black because they don't want to limit themselves to one name. They think it's so basic. There's nothing wrong with saying you're black. Like, sis, come on, there is honestly nothing wrong with you saying you're black. It does not make you less Habesha. I don't think you understand. Let me say it again. It doesn't make you less Habesha. Alright? Does not make you less Habesha. Hi.
Okay.
My hair's probably a mess, but it's all Gucci. See, the thing is, it's 1 AM and I'm recording a video, but yeah, you saying you're black does not make you any less Habesha. That's the thing. Like, I don't only define myself as being black, I define myself as an Eritrean. Do you get what I mean? And I will always be an Eritrean. I say that proudly. So take it from someone, you saying you're black, anyone who actually can think properly is not going to see you as any less of an Eritrean just because of the fact that you said you're black. You will see someone on these Eritrean pages, right, Habesha pages, sorry, I keep on saying Eritrean, I should say Habesha. They will post a singer, dancer, actor, rapper, whatever, they're all Habesha because the page is about Habeshas. You'll see people in the comments saying her body isn't nice, he can't rap, what's he talking about, why is he trying to act black, this and that. Support, I just don't get it. Is it that hard to type, the music skills are good, wow, she can dance, wow, her skills are good, wow, he can rap, like, wow, I see Eritreans going far in life. I don't get it. We need to support each other. Is Eritreans do come together, but when I mean come together, I mean you guys need to sit down and talk. Like, we need to talk about things, because this whole idea of if you talk a certain way, if you, like, me having coloured hair is like a whole beep beep. I feel like I'm from London, I talk like this. Do you get what I mean? I am not trying to be black, I'm black. How can you try to be something that you already are? Like, that's like me trying to be a girl even though I'm already a girl. Like, regardless, I'm a girl. Even if I take on my wig, I am still a girl. You know, even if you're Eritrean, oh, I don't know if you guys understand. This is I'm telling you, the most unstructured rant. Yeah, I just had to get this out there, because you guys need to understand, you're not only speaking for yourself, you're speaking for people like me who have never done anything. Because I remember this one girl was like, she must have been like to me, I've got Eritrean friends, there's Eritrean people in my school. It's like, I'm not really friends with them. And it's like, oh, why? It's like, they really keep to themselves, they like gossiping a lot and stuff like that. And I hate it when people see us in a bad light, because I want Eritreans to be seen as such a positive light, because I love being Eritrean. Like, I'm so proud to be Eritrean. But when you hear people say stuff like that to you, it actually makes you kind of realize that, you know, if we don't change now, it's going to be too late. Because there's actually people out there that see us in negative light. So you guys think what the stuff you're saying on socials and Twitter is all for bants and people are going to forget about it. No. If you personally feel like you want to be friends with Eritrean, perfect. But don't be dissing on other people from Africa in the process. That goes to both ways. But right now I'm aiming this directly at Eritrean. But you guys need to understand, you're speaking for us all, like all of us. You're speaking for my family, my friends' families, like my Eritrean friends' families, my families back home. You're speaking for us all, and you say stupid stuff like that. You make us sound so stupid and so ignorant and so full of ourselves, and it just makes me sick. It honestly makes me sick, because I would never ever say, like, saying just because someone's from somewhere that means they're abusive, like the whole because they got married to a West African, to Caribbean, all that type of stuff, that's the reason why the woman got abused. No, it isn't. Regardless of where you're from does not make you an abuser, doesn't make you any better than anybody. We're all God's children. And like, my friend must have said something, in a white man's eye we're all seen the same. Like, Eritreans, Somalians, Ghanaians, Nigerian, Congolese, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, like, we're all seen the same. We are people of colour. So a white person is actually going to see us all the same. So why is it now other black people will now be one to telling me I'm not black? If a white person will see us all the same, why are you going to tell me I'm black? So what am I? Yellow? I don't think so. So right now we are all young, right? When you grow up, you're not going to be surrounded by Eritreans. I'm telling you now, saying this stuff, acting this way, having this mindset is not going to be forever. Because when you grow up and you don't have the safety net of being around Eritreans 24/7, you're not going to cope, because you need to be able to adapt in a world where people have different mindsets to you. People are going to believe different things, and for you to end the argument saying I'm right, you're wrong, period, that's the end, is not going to get you anywhere. Because in the real world, like, I'm going to be so honest, in the real world, your opinions, like where you're from, doesn't mean anything. Your mindset is what matters. Like, you could be from Eritrea, but people don't care about that. They only care about it. People think being Eritrean carry some big power. Like, yeah, I'm Eritrean, you can't talk to me, I'm the best in the game. Like, sorry, in the real world, people honestly don't care about that. You need to be able to work around with people who are different. Like, difference is so important. You're not going to be around Eritreans, but I'm telling you this as a fact. You aren't. To all the like people around my age that just hung around with Eritreans, you're not going to be around Eritreans. So a lot of them is like, it's easier to make friends. I get that 100%, but at the same time, it's easy to make friends with North Africans, South Africans, West Africans, Caribbeans, Asians, Spanish people, Hispanic people, white people, all these type of people. It's easy to make friends. Like, just because someone's Eritrean doesn't mean you're going to be friends with them forever, you know. It may be easier because you're from the same country, but you guys really need to kind of like let this whole I'm Eritrean, I can only be friends with Eritrean, I'm only going to get married to an Eritrean, all my kids are going to know is about Eritrea, that's it, they're not going to grow up with anybody else. Go. With Abishaz, we have a mindset where if someone doesn't agree with us, bye, that's it. Our way or the highway. Do you get what I mean? So I think that's a quote, our way or the highway. So you guys honestly need to be more adaptable to your surroundings, to the people you are around, because if you can't do that, I'm telling you, you're not going to survive in the world. Especially if you're back home in Eritrea, that's fine. But in places like London, in America, I know America is a big like place like the USA, but I don't really know a lot of states there, but in London especially, I can most people in London, you are going to be with different people on the bus. In an interview, you're going to be working with different people. Now, I don't think I've ever had a job where I've had one other Eritrean working with me, other than my best friend when we worked together at some catering place. But other than that, no. And I feel like a lot of Eritreans are going to find it hard to be able to work in a place where they're not going to find anybody. Or when you go to uni, you're going to be mixed with so many different people. For now, you just can't run to Eritreans. Do you get what I mean? I feel like it's so good to be friends with other people. Like in uni, you can't be running to Eritreans or Ethiopians or, you know, the type of people you usually hang around with. It is really good to make new friends, learn different perspectives, and I feel like that's the only way our mindset can change, if we become more open. I feel like in order for us to become more open, our mindsets to change. But just be more open when it comes to meeting new people. Just because they're not Eritrean doesn't mean you guys aren't going to click. I feel like my closest, other than Salem, my best friend, my closest second friend, she's not Eritrean. We have a very good relationship. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you guys, a lot of my friends from college and from secondary school that I still speak to and I'm really close to, they're not from Eritrea, and we have really good relationships. In the future, when you're applying for on a CV, you think you saying identity as one of your skills is gonna matter. It ain't. Like, it honestly ain't. It is not. The way you think is going to matter, what you can bring, and being able to work in a team regardless of their gender, their race, their sexuality, their beliefs, their religion, all that type of stuff. I feel like it's very important to be very open. Have your own beliefs. Do not change your beliefs for nobody. Do not make people think something's right if you think it's wrong. But you need to be able to respect people regardless of what their religion, what their faith is, what their race is, what their gender is, what their sexuality is, what anything. Like, if they have disability, if they don't. It's just, I feel like Habishas can't do that. From what I've seen, we honestly can't. If we see someone who's different to us, ooh, scary. That's so scary. Like, what is that? Like, honestly, what the heck is that?
Ooh, a lot of people will be scared here. A lot of people will be scared. And
you guys like learned something from this and just, you know, enjoyed watching it. Basically, this is such a random video because it's like nearly 2 in the morning and I'm still recording. But yeah, definitely hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any recommendations of stuff that I should do, definitely leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll try to do those videos. No one is going to do that, but I just want to put like a YouTuber and do that, you know what I mean? Period. But anyways guys, yeah, so thank you for watching my video and stay tuned for more content. Bye guys.